This is Dave Stanton for Carbatec. Assembling and setting up the benchtop jointer. When you remove the jointer from the box, locate the fence support, the small hardware pack which includes the torque screwdriver and Allen keys, tilt lever lock assemblies. These items are all in and beside the top section of the styrene packaging. The push blocks are in the base of the box under the machine. Do not plug the jointer's power plug into a power outlet until assembly and setup is totally completed. Remove the 4 screws from the rear of the jointer, this is the rear of the jointer here, and fit the lower section of the fence support into the back of the jointer using those same screws. Connect the top sliding section of the fence support to the lower section of the fence support using the tilt lever lock assemblies, and then connect the fence to the fence support using the small special nuts. Make sure the arc section at the bottom of the fence is directly over the cutter head. Adjust the fence to square and then check the stop screw will repeatedly bring the fence to rest at 90 degrees to the outfeed table. Do the same for the stop screw at 135 degrees. The machine's tables have been factory set for parallel and coplanar, but if they need adjustment, it is possible and quite easy to get the outfeed table parallel to the knives on the cutter head. The infeed table is just as easy to get parallel and coplanar to the outfeed table. Using a reliable straight edge, check that when the blades are at top dead center, they are in line with the surface of the outfeed table. It is possible to adjust the tables without removing the guard and the fence, but the process is easier with the fence and blade guard removed. Be aware that the blades will be exposed, so take extra care not to cut yourself. To remove the blade guard, loosen the 2 socket head screws that mount the blade guard to the side of the machine. Undo those screws by about 1 turn and then lift the blade guard up and clear of the machine. Adjust the outfeed table by removing the 2 socket head screws closest to the cutter head, and adjust the insert nuts with a flat blade screwdriver. Turn the inserts clockwise to raise and counterclockwise to lower the table. Do this in very small increments and exactly the same amount per screw, and replace and tighten the socket head screws. Repeat the process to the rear set of adjusting screws. If you try to do all 4 adjusting screws at once, the table will want to fall off the machine. This process may require a few attempts to get it right. If the table is out of parallel with the cutter head, you will need to adjust the closer side and the fence side independently of each other. To adjust the infeed table, repeat the process, but instead of aligning to the cutter head, lower the infeed table and place the straight edge on the outfeed table, and slowly raise the infeed table until it contacts the straight edge. This will be your starting point for adjustments. When you are satisfied that both tables are in line with each other, set the depth indicator to 0 by first loosening the indicator screw and then tightening after you've set it in the correct position on the scale. Please refer to the supplied manual for more detailed information about this process. Replace the guard and the fence and tighten the screws and clamps. This next part applies to the 8-inch model only. To adjust the extension bars, first fully extend and tighten the thumb screws to lock the bars in place. Place your straight edge over the table as well as over the end of the extension support. Relax the grub screws under the end of the extension support, and using an Allen key, place it in the provided hole and rotate the leveling stud until the support is just touching the straight edge. Repeat the process to the other bar. This process may also require a few attempts to get it right. Retighten the grub screws when the support bars are level with the table. Check over the machine that there are no loose parts. Place the 10 amp plug, here we go, into a 10 amp power outlet and turn the machine on and run a test piece. Place the straight edge against your test piece to confirm the jointer is performing accurately. Details on how to change the blades covered in the manual and also in the maintenance video. Taking the time to set the jointer up when you first assemble it will ensure clean, straight surfaces for your project's needs. I love this little machine.